Can you believe that 4th of July is just around the corner? So today's video is all about 4th of July activities that are free and involve learning. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. It's time to do a free and easy, budget-friendly learning activity video, and this time we're doing 4th of July. I've done some of these before in the past. I'm gonna link them all down below in the description box so you can get even more ideas for 4th of July activities. Plus, I'll probably put some up here in the corner so you can click on it and go right to it. All the activities in today's videos are gonna be very affordable and free. Most of them have free printables, and as always, I leave those links to those free printables down below so you can go right to them and print them out at home. If you are new to the Purple Alphabet channel, I would love it if you were to subscribe to become part of the Purple Alphabet family. We do educational activities for kids, ideas and inspirations to learn through play, and some hauls, giveaways, and some shop with me's in there too. If you're new, make sure to say hi. I always like hearing from you. And if you aren't new, tell me what your plans are for 4th of July. For us, it's one of our daughter's birthdays, so we are going to be celebrating her. So let's get on to all of those ideas for some learning activities that are all 4th of July themed. All right, we are going to start off easy and work our way up to more difficult activities. I even have some things for the adults, so stick around to the end, or the adults will like to do with the kids. So I have some great ideas for that. Everything you're gonna find is a free printable. I'm gonna put those links down below as I always do so you can go right to them and print them out. Some of them come in color, some of them in black and white. You get to decide how you wanna print it. This one is our easiest one that even an older toddler can do, or a preschooler, depending on what they know about counting and their numbers. This is a 4th of July star count, so we got different stars on here. Each picture has a certain number, and then you have to select which number of stars is in that picture. You can keep your picture just like this and then provide a manipulative. These are star counters. I got these a couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago, from the Target dollar section. They're little erasers in the shape of stars. I haven't seen them there recently unless I missed them. Maybe I did. If you've seen them, you'll have to let me know. But these are a great way to introduce fine motor. So you can go ahead and color this. You can just color in the correct number, circle it. You can use a do-a-dot marker, dab it, or you can use a manipulative. Using the manipulatives is just a great way to introduce some fine motor work with your pincer and taking it out and then placing it on here. And so it just adds another skill to it. But you don't have to have those. Another addition you can try are these. I was just at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, and they have these. They're acrylic gems, and they come in red, white, or clear and blue. And you can use these too. And I know that they're there right now, so if you wanted to get some, you could. You could also take away the blue and just use those for Valentine's Day or for Christmas. And I do have another 4th of July activities video coming up for Dollar Tree items, so you're not going to miss that. That one's coming up soon too. So if you really want to do some fun activities with Dollar Tree items, I mean, we're talking super affordable, that video is coming up and it's going to be great. So we just use our little manipulatives here. We have our stars, and we can choose our color and place them on here for each answer. You can also cut these apart and make them into cards and use clothespins instead of the erasers. Very simple, very easy, enforcing number recognition and counting. This packet online had a lot of printables on it, and I just picked 2 because I thought these were really interesting. If you go to this website, there's going to be a lot. You could print out every single one and have a great activity. This one is called Cut and Paste. They want you to trace the letters, and then down here you have all of your letters to cut out and then glue them in the appropriate spot in your alphabetical order. So we're doing letter recognition, we're doing a little bit of handwriting with the tracing of the letters. Cutting and pasting is also great for your fine motor, and then we're working on our alphabetical order. Always love these. These are great. And this one's not too hard because we're only missing 5 letters. Then we also have this one, which is for left and right. And I like this one because I don't see a lot of activities out there that distinguish left and right in activities. And this one is a really good one. So it's patriotic themed, but it's still great for left and right practice. So it says color the right burger. So you have to color the one on the right, color the left, parade, color the left flag, and then so on. So you're getting some left versus right practice. And then they're coloring too. Really like that one. So this is probably your preschool age, sometimes kindergarten age, just depends on the skill level of your child. Of course, always try not to give age recommendations, but pay attention to the skill level of your child to determine which one's going to be appropriate for them. Okay, getting a little bit higher up in skill level, the Pledge of Allegiance, which is a great skill. Most kids will know this in kindergarten. I think mine learned it in preschool, maybe in preschool when they were a little bit younger, but we have it right here written out so you know what it is and can read it along. But the activity is a cut and paste. You know, I love my cut and paste. So we have it here and we have the words down here. So they have to cut out the words and place them in the appropriate spot. They have it in this form where it's just written on one sheet, but then they also have a different version of it in storybook form. So you would cut these out and make your own storybooks. And then you can see they have the blanks there for each page. So you can color this. And then here are the words that you would cut out. And then you can staple them all together and make a 4th of July book with the Pledge of Allegiance. This one is a 4th of July scavenger hunt. It actually is in full color. It's really pretty. But if you are doing some kind of backyard picnic, or maybe you're going camping with your family, this might be a great one to take along with you, and every child can do it all together. They can all work off one, and we are checking off all the items that might be available during the 4th of July. So we have fireworks, we have picnic basket, hamburgers, pinwheels, decorations, and then you can probably have a prize at the end if you wanted to. But I thought it was a really fun way to do a 4th of July activity. Also, I want to mention that if you don't like this particular one, there are a ton of these that are free printables for scavenger hunts over on Pinterest, or you can even develop your own list and put it on a piece of paper and try to find it. So this one is a 4th of July scavenger hunt. This one is a subtraction 4th of July themed activity. So I went ahead and printed out the mats. Here are the mats. They start at 5. They go all the way up to 9. 6, 7, there's 9. Then they also had these that I already cut out, which were the subtraction problems. And so basically what you're trying to do is find the solution to this and plot that card on the correct graph. This is for children who've already mastered their addition facts, which we have. So I thought this would be perfect for my going into 2nd grader. I'm going to do this in a couple different ways. You could always put one single mat, maybe it was the 5 that you're working on, into one of these dry erase pockets. These dry erase pockets come from the dollar section at Target sometimes, and then they're also at Dollar Tree. I'm going to put a link to them also to Amazon, because you can get a whole bunch of them on Amazon, and they just kind of protect your paper. So you could place this on one of the mats inside of here, and then you would find a couple of different math problems, and you'd find some that were the correct answer and were not the correct answer. And since I'm just doing this real quick here, and so your child has to determine which ones actually go in there and which ones don't by doing the math and placing them on here, the correct ones. So that's one way you can do it. Another way that I want to try doing it is actually repurposing an old activity that I had. When I was looking in my closet, I found that I have this phonics binder, just a binder, and it had, this is from an old video, you guys, and we used it all the time. It had all of these pages for phonetic sounds. So each page was a different letter. Here's C, we have D, and then has all these pictures, and then you'd place a little marker on top of it, or you'd mark it off with a dry erase marker. I actually had this little envelope in the front that had all of these from, would you believe, a Target bingo game, and they fit perfectly right on top of there. And since we already know our phonics, this little binder kind of has seen its day, and I thought I'd repurpose it for this subtraction activity. So instead of those markers, those circles in there, I can place all of my cards in this envelope, and then we can have each sheet in the book like that. And that way it will stay nicer in all the sheet protectors. So a really great math subtraction game. It is 4th of July themed, but you could use it all year round, and it would be a great way to practice your subtraction math facts. This one I decided to print out in color because I thought it was kind of pretty. But if you have a child that is probably 1st grade and up, they'll probably be able to do this one. This is a July 4th word scramble sheet. So we have all of our July 4th words here. You can keep it on the sheet, or you can cut it out into individual cards, and then you're unscrambling the letter. So this one is nice because it gives you a visual clue to decide what it is, because this scrambled up can be a little intimidating if you don't know how to spell your words or all of these vocabulary words. So we look at the picture and we can know that that's a popsicle. So now it's a matter of putting the letters in the right order. We have flag, drum, fireworks, rocket, hat, some easy ones and some hard ones. So I like this one because it had the combination of easy and hard. So it can be a little bit challenging, but then you also get the benefit of the easier ones and being able to do some on your own. This one was listed for 3rd grade and up, although I do think my 2nd grader would be able to do it. It's a mystery picture graph. So this is our color code key, and it has the colors up here, what you're trying to color. Down here, it has the graphing for each of those colors. So we have an R here, which stands for red. So each one of these plot points needs to be red. So what we're doing is taking this graph that has the letters across the top and the numbers across the side, and we're plotting each one of these onto the graph to reveal a picture. Spoiler alert, I think it's a flag, but you don't know that because you won't see all the colors yet. So what you would do is just to go through this whole list, color in the appropriate square. So you're introducing graphing and plotting, which is a great math skill, and then you're going to discover a mystery picture underneath. And that mystery picture is patriotic. Here's the one that's a little bit more difficult that I thought even the adults would enjoy. And these are trivia cards, and you can cut these apart, share them at your party, put them on your table, you can laminate them, you can play with them with your kids, and they have questions on each one and then the answer on it too. So what document does the 4th of July commemorate? And this is the Declaration of Independence. It's another one here. On 4th of July, what year was the 50th star added to the flag? 1960. So there's a lot of different variety on here. Also, there are lots of these online too, or you can even make your own with 4th of July facts if you want to, but it's kind of fun to play this with the adults because not every adult knows the answers, and so the kids might get a kick out of what they know or don't know. A great picnic thing, family game, and I really thought that was fun. And I do recommend printing out in color because it's really cute. If you have an awesome idea for some learning on 4th of July or 4th of July themed activities, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what it is. I like to hear your ideas too. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.